Halayim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom and salutation to the hopeful elect. The Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. All right, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. This is the brother Yahweh from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. All right. Shalom to the Akwaf, the few sisters that do listen to us as well. And hey, that's the spirit. I didn't even know I put a little mark right here. But I basically want to go into this, and there's some value, it's some good info in this book. Hey, but this is just something I caught, Esau and his madness once again, and I had this book for about maybe like, when did I get this? Probably about 6-7 years, I probably had it about 6-7 years. I bought it at a swap meet, I think, like an outside swap meet where they sell books. Yeah, I had this for about 6-7 years, at least 7 years. All right, but basically, this is the Smith Bible Dictionary, and like I said, like the beloved of the Apostle Ramlab always teaches us, man, you eat the meat and you spit out the bones. All right, but yeah, man, this some folly, man. This is a quick catch, man. Now, see, this is when you go into Amalek, and we know that the Amalekites, all right, according to the scriptures, are the fake Jews, all right, the people who over there in our land, the sect of Edomites that over there in our land, all right. Hey, pursuant to the book of Numbers, well, I think that's the book of Numbers. It tells you that they're the chiefest, all right, and they are the chiefest, all right. They run the world. They run the media. They run the money. They fund all the wars. All right, all fake Jews. All right, because we are the real Jews, the Southern Kingdom of Israel. All right. Now look, check this out. Now they got a definition for Amalek. It says Amalek, dweller in the valley, a son of Eliphaz, who was one of Esau's sons. It says a son of Eliphaz by his concubine Timah, grandson of Esau, and chieftain, duke, all right, hey, a chief one. It said in chieftain, duke, okay. Then it give you a couple scripture references, Genesis 36, but this is the one I really want to get at. Now it tells you about Amalek. Then it says Amalekites. Amalekites, a nomadic tribe of uncertain origin. Now why would it say of uncertain origin? A nomadic tribe of uncertain origin, which occupied the peninsula of Sinai in the wilderness and intervening between southern hill ranges of Palestine and the border of Egypt. Then they give you scriptures. Now wait till the end. I'm going to show you something. It says Saul undertook an expedition against them. 1 Samuel the 14th chapter and the 48th verse. They degenerated into a horde of Batini. Their destruction, here you go right here. Their destruction was completed by David. 1 Samuel 30, 1 through 17. And that's a lie. All right, we're going to read 1 Samuel 30, 1 and 17. We're going to get right into this, because this is the lie. Okay, it said their destruction was completed by David. 1 Samuel 30th chapter 1 through 17, and this is when you go into the book of Samuel, and the spirit, we just actually read the book of Samuel as the camp, and I read this book. I love the book of Samuel, man. I always read the Samuel, always read the Kings over and over. The Kings books from 1 Samuel to 2 Chronicles. These are my books, man, in Proverbs. All right, in the epistles, but these king books going into our history, this is real important, and you learn a lot of order, you learn a lot of values, and you learn a lot of manhood from these books. All right, this is 1 Samuel 30. Now look, even in the scriptures, it tells you the defeat of the Amalekites. Okay, now it says. Now the Amalekites, when you get into this chapter, the Amalekites are raided, all right? And I'm going to start at 8. 1 Samuel 30 and 8, it said, And David inquired at Yahweh, saying, Shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he pursued, and he answered him, pursue. All right, these are the Amalekites he's pursuing. He said, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. So David went, and 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook of Besor, where those that were left behind stayed, and David pursued them, he and 400 men, for 200 abode behind, which were so faint. So here they are pursuing the Amalekites. Okay, it says, but David, verse 10, but David pursued, he and 400 men, and 200 abode behind, which were so faint that they could not go over to the brook of Besor. And they found an Egyptian in the field, and brought him to David, and gave him bread, and he did eat, and they made him drink. And they gave him a piece of cake of figs, and 2 clusters of raisins, and he had eaten, and his spirit came again to him, for he had not eaten nor drunk any bread in 3 days and 3 nights. Now, right, and David said unto him, to whom belongest thou? And whence art thou? And he said, I am a man of Egypt, a Hamite, all right? I am a man of Egypt, servant to an Amalekite. So he was an Amalekite slave. And my master left me, because 3 days ago I fell sick. We made invasion upon south of the Chirites, and upon the coast which belongeth to Judah, upon the south of Caleb, and burned Ziklag with fire. So he's telling David about how they sat, shit, so to speak. And David said unto him, canst thou bring me down to this company? And he said, swear unto me by God that thou wilt neither kill me, nor deliver me into the hands of my master, and I will bring thee down to this company. So he wanted David's word that he wouldn't kill him. And when he had brought him down, behold, they spread upon all the earth, eating and drinking, dancing, because of the great spoil they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah. Now listen, this is the 17th verse where this book right here, said that they were destroyed. It said, and David smote from the twilight even until the evening of the next day, and there escaped not a man, save, meaning except, there escaped not a man of them, save 400 men, which rode, 400 young men, which rode upon camels and fled. And David recovered all that the Amalekites carried away, and David rescued his 2 wives. So David had more than one woman. For all you sisters out there, all right, and his woman came and bowed down to him in 1 Kings, the 1st chapter, and the 15th verse, when he was in the bed with another woman. That's just a side note. That was order, all right? But David recovered all from the Amalekites, and 400 men escaped. Right here in this Christian folly, this will tell you, all right, that the Amalekites were done away with. Then here it is. You got, when you go into the book of Esther, matter of fact, let me show you something. Let me get, what's that? 1 Samuel, should be about the 15th chapter. I'm going to show you something. 1 Samuel, the 15th chapter. And Saul came and lay in the city. Saul came to the city of Amalek. Hold on. Something. Come. So it says, 1 Samuel 15 and 5, and Saul came to the city of Amalek and laid in wait upon the valley. Okay, so that's a point I want to make. Okay, 1 Samuel 15 and 8, here you go. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. So he destroyed, all right, he destroyed a lot of these heathens. Okay, but Saul told him to kill everything and everybody. Keep in mind that word Agag, all right, king of the Amalekites. Watch this shit. Not shit, Salaki. I'm gonna watch this. Esther. Here you go. Now, this is after the time of David. This is Esther 3:1. It says, after these did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. So it said, Agag, he was an Agag. He was one of the seed of Agag, all right? The Agagite, all right? A Amalekite, a Edomite. So all these people are tied in, man. The Amalekites are not destroyed, man. They running the world today, all right? You know, there's some short stuff I wanted to bring out. Because I want to bring this out because Haman is an Edomite. All right, and they always bring the multiple scriptures out to try to discontinue Edom, discontinue Amalek. I just want to bring that little nugget out real quick, man. The Edomites are still on the scene. The Amalekites are still on the scene. All right, and they happen to be the fake Jews, and like the Elder Malcolm always say, the ones controlling the narrative today. So there you go. All right, you know, this devil was smoked, man. That's like read 2 Ezra 3 and verse 16, man. All right. But with that being said, call aloud Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and to the hopeful elect. I say Shalom.